Okay. I'm gonna play some chess. I'm honestly mostly just kind of playing for fun here. What's my rating right now? 691. So, did I make my video for 700 rank? Yes, I did. Yeah, and then I fell a bit. Basically, I realized that I need to be training my tactics a lot more, and I don't actually think like just playing and focusing on games is gonna get me better efficiently. So I've been focusing a lot more on tactics, but I really only kind of just started focusing on that, if that makes sense. What happened to 15 minutes? What? All right. Um, but I'm just kind of exhausted right now, and I just kind of want to play a game and whatever. I think I should still be playing games. It's just that I don't think this method I've been doing of like, doing my opening and protecting my pieces and going for some checkmate on the with similar patterns every time is not going to do it. Like, because I've identified what always ends up happening is there's this big tangled thing in the middle, and neither player is able to get any tactics out of it. Um, I think I can do the fork now, actually. No, because if I do the fork, they can block like this, and it's bad for me, I think. Yeah, it's bad for me. Okay. So I'll just do this then again. There's a line of just like pushing this immediately. I think I went for that last time I played, and it doesn't work as well with the knight here. Like, or there's a way you can get it to work, but I don't remember what I don't remember what it is. Um, but I remember I tried this. I was like, I'm just gonna do it, and I did it, and then I spent the rest of the game the game trying to figure out how to make that work because I couldn't fucking figure it out. And my regular thing of jumping in here isn't working so much with this knight in that position, but maybe getting to the thing. And the thing is, if I'm there, the fork is gone too. So um, actually, with the bishop out, they can't block anymore. So maybe I just go for the fork now. Yeah, I think I go for the fork. I, I I'm totally happy getting wins off of this fork. Like, I think it's really fun to do. It's just cool to have like an opening where you have this one little gimmick attack built into it, and if it's not on their radar, they're gonna get hit by it. And I like how you can keep looking for it. Like I just was like, the bishop's here, so and then it's like, well, wait a minute. The reason I couldn't do this is because I was worried about this pawn. Now their bishop is out, and also one of their main defenses is to do that, which they can't do anymore either. So this just seems pretty good for me. They do get the immediate recapture though, but I mean, obviously, it's still good for me. Yeah. Um, so I have some real initiative here. I'm wondering what is the best way to take advantage of that. I mean, their king is stuck in the middle now. Probably quick development is going to be the key thing here. I kind of like this move. I don't know how much damaging their pawn structure on this side is good for me right now. If anything, it might be bad because it like gives them tempo to get their queen out. Though I think their queen is pretty poorly positioned anyway. Um, but I don't really feel like getting my bishop chased around right now, even though it's lined up on the king. I kind of just want this king to be like pseudo pinned. I think I'll go for this right now. I just want to get ready to castle. I'm up a lot of material too, so like I might just do this, and it's like if they want to trade, then they can trade, and it opens up my rook, a file for my rook. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have difficulty evaluating like the strength of a pin like this. Like I know generally what will happen when I do it, but I can never tell if it's actually good or not. Um, this is a check, so they kind of have to take back. That seems pretty good for me. And I mean, they don't have to take back, but if they move the king, like I'm just gonna take them anyway. So I think I just do this. I checked to make sure that I wasn't blundering anything by moving that. I think it's fine. Like if they took this, I would just go here. But I'm just trying to trade pieces right now. I'm up like material, so I'm happy to trade. Will they just run away? Okay. So I was looking at, I guess they were defending. I was looking at attacking like this if they went to here, for example. I'm trying to decide if this is like the best thing to do at this point because I've kind of just bullied my way into a outpost right now, and um, it's like, do I really want to trade? I kind of want to just develop my bishop so I can be ready to castle before I take. And this is pinned. I guess the thing is like if I take now and they take, then I have like a better check later. Hmm. What about trying to trap this bishop? It can escape to here. And I could go here. I kind of like this idea. Might be getting too overly complicated here, but basically, if it goes here, I'm going to go here, I think. And then they can't, then they're trapped, actually. They're trapped, but I mean, I'm going to lose my knight taking, so I'm not sure. Is it? I guess it's bad. I'd rather take their bishop than this knight, maybe. Although the bishop wasn't really in a good spot anyway. I don't know. Um, I could also just go here. They have no. I feel like I should probably have been castling instead of dicking around like this. And now I don't even like if I move this, I don't want to castle on this side. I don't think this was a good plan. It doesn't really accomplish much. It does mess up their pawn structure here if they have to take. Let's just like go with that. Although they can take with a knight too. They have two attackers on that square. So do I. So I go here. They could. They could choose to take with the knight. I take with this, they take with this, I take with this. It seems like it's going to be good for me. I'm going to try it. I'm probably castling queenside now. What about now going like this? Where is this knight going to go to? I might be getting too big brain here, but I think this looks like very threatening. They go here and then they don't go. What? Am I missing something? That just looks terrible. And just take this for free. Okay. I guess it, I mean, that's not what I thought was going to happen, but the idea was I go here, they retreat. Okay, so they got tempo on my knight, but I mean, I have two captures here. It's not like too big of a deal. Let's see. Do I have a better thing to do than capture? I think I would like to take the bishop away. I'm not too worried about a lone knight. I'd rather take the bishop pair away. I do lose my both of my knights if I do this. I don't see another reasonable move to make. Like the only other thing I could do is retreat. I'm up material. I should be trading. This their pawn structure gets worse by this as well. I think taking this opens up a file for them, which I don't like. I still need to develop my bishop though. Like I've really been kind of neglecting the development, and they kind of have to. And yeah, and this bishop is in real danger of being trapped. By the way, let me think about that for a second before I just develop randomly. Like if I just sit here and they go like here, what am I gonna do? Just go back here, I guess. Like it gets a little bit shit, I would say. Um, there's really nowhere to go along this diagonal. I guess I could go here and try to, it's like a tempo vortex though. Like basically I'm thinking about moving something up so that I have an escape route with this bishop, but um I'm also thinking of just doing this pin. How could I attack the knight or exploit the fact that the knight isn't defending after pinning? I don't really see a whole lot to do with that. I would like to castle though, but I don't want to lose material. I guess I can always retreat after they tempo me. I'm gonna try to develop here. I'm gonna develop here with the idea that this is kind of stupid though, but like if they don't do this, I'm just gonna take it with check, I guess. But I'm kind of like forcing them to do it, and I don't really want them to do it, so I'm not sure why I'm doing it like this, but I'm somehow like not seeing other good moves. Okay, so they just give a check. Seems I mean, I'd rather like do that, right? I guess the problem with that is like it opens up the entire thing and I don't have a protection against. So this is if they take it kind of is the same issue if they take though. I think I go up so much material if they take that I almost don't care. I think I'd rather it happen this way than have their queen lined up on me. Although that pawn is like never moving, is it? Like which file is better to open up is the question. I think I'd rather do it this way. It keeps my pawns more centralized as well. A chat, okay. Okay. Um, so he retreats his bishop. That's fine. I got a nice little structure here. I'm gonna bring my queen out, I think. I'm really tempted to just bring it here and set up like a battery. I'm worried I'll get punished for it. Though, so I almost just want to play extremely safe and not do that. What else could I do with the queen though? All right, I'm gonna go for this. I think it's pretty strong. Okay, so he's finally is attacking this bishop, like I was kind of worried about. This queen is actually defending pretty effectively here. I'm just gonna retreat the bishop, I think. Actually, I forgot I was supposed to take that. That's what instead of moving the queen, I should have taken this. I forgot that that's what my plan was. Kind of stupid. Okay, well, that's hanging now. His pawn structure is like terrible. I can just like pick it apart on like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think it was like, or maybe just the way he's moving them, but like they weren't defending each other. And like now he can't, I guess he can go for that. Oh, the queen's coming in. All right. Well, that my battery idea was relying upon this bishop being where it was, so I don't have the battery anymore. This is not hanging. This is undefended. Can I hit that at all? Technically, yeah. I'm just gonna go for this because the trades are good for me. Actually, this is pinned, so this is just good. I don't feel any huge rush to castle, although I try to remember like castling isn't just a defensive maneuver. Like Oh, that's a good move. Dude, I'm so stupid. I can never remember where the king ends up. That doesn't help me. I can't interpret that. Dude, this should not be so. This is so hard to Google. Where's my rook end up? Here? Like I'm trying to. Okay, fuck it. This is in the way anyway. Um, what if I went here? No. I kind of just want to do this. What the fuck? Why did you do that? It's terrible. what like what did you think was gonna happen there? I mean, dude. All right. So he's moving his king around. This is hanging. I'm going to castle now. While I still can. Like what I was saying though is I don't want to think of castling as a purely defensive thing. You're connecting your rooks and getting your rook like activated. So it shouldn't be viewed as a okay. So he does defend this now, which is annoying. Like I thought of taking it while I still could, but now I can't. Um, I'm thinking about trying to infiltrate like this. I don't think he'll let me do it. I really should just bring my rooks in however I can. Um, how can I do it the best? Like this, I guess, and then it seems so slow. Probably just on this file and move my bishop somewhere or whatever. I'm letting him target. Like I know this is getting targeted, but now I can do this, and now my bishop is open. My rook's file is open. Um, it seems okay-ish. Alternatively, just go here now and get them stacked. Because this is still pinned. What is he doing? He gives a check. Okay. I mean, I just slide right out of that, but then he can go here. Oh, wait. Dude. I mean, why do you think your rating is like you can't basically every mistake this guy made just he hung like he just hung random pieces like you can't just hang all your pieces and win. So this whoops. He is defending this square pretty well. This is still pinned though, I gotta remember that. But it is still defended. I need like what do I need to do? Maybe move this up. I mean, dude, you have a terrible attitude. Like your attitude is horrible. Like I don't know what people like this expect to happen or whatever. Like I mean, did I have some bad moves in the opening? Not really. Okay, so I actually did assess the situation here. Like because this was out of the way, he could have defended the fork by just moving his rook. Um, Had he done so, I wouldn't have gone for it, but I didn't really see it. This is the first game today. Pretty, I mean, you can see it was a pretty clean sweep, but my opponent was like really salty and had a bad attitude. I get to be white again, sick. Against another player way lower rated than me. Awesome. It's the exact same opening as the last game so far. Look, if I win, I get 4 points. If I lose 12. Cool. Interesting. I haven't encountered this move because it's actually scary. I don't know what I'm supposed to do because my go-to move. Hey knife, what's up? My go-to move is this. Or no, no. This is my go-to move. This is fine. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'll use my go-to move then. But so what I did wrong last game, but of course my opponent didn't punish it, was if this bishop moves out, the rook can just squiggle out of the fork. Okay, now he's prevented me from doing that, so that's not going to be happening this game anyway. It looks like. I'm going to try to get my knight here now. Although, what do I do here? Just develop the bishop, maybe. Just castle. I'll develop the bishop first, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of times I like to get my knight here, but if they have this knight, it's like it's not really that good. Although say my knight is here and they take like this. Oops, they take like that and I take back like this. I'm getting temp. But again, it's like this is defended, so I don't know. It once Strive drops, probably not. Strive doesn't really look that good to me. I would need to buy a new stick and everything and install like I don't have a console either. I would have to like there's so much shit I would have to do to play. It would have to be a game I really want to play. So I'm kind of hoping that like a new what my dream thing they would do is like announce Street Fighter 6 and it's like cartoon graphics instead of like CGI again. And it's just like a really good Street Fighter game that no one expected coming. That would be like my dream at this point. That would make me play. No, but I moved and both like I had an old Hori stick. Hold on, let me make this move and then I'll talk about it. I'm just gonna go here. I had my old Hori stick. God, the guy's not like he's just no thought, just making the move. Like that either is really scary or really dumb. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm tempted to go for this, just thinking that my take, take, take with tempo. I feel like that's just better for me. I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, my Hori stick was a PS2 stick, and my Sanwa stick was a PS3 stick. So they both were just really old. And like I know you can get adapters and stuff, and I had a USB adapter for the Hori stick, and that worked for most stuff. But I developed muscle memory for the Sanwa buttons, and it was one of those old gen PS3 sticks that only worked with like specific USB adapters. So I ended up like deciding to just when I moved, I just got rid of them. Like it just wasn't. I decided when I need to play a fighting game again, I'll buy a good stick or something. All right, somehow I didn't anticipate this move. The bishop is basically just trapped, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll play you after this one. So I'm looking at just taking here maybe because that's attacking the queen if he doesn't take back. But the problem is like, no, I guess it's good because then if he just say he takes with the pawn, then I can move my bishop here to get it out. I think I'm just going to do that. But yeah, I don't know what fighting game like I want to play or if I the reason wow, he just dodged with his queen instead of that is interesting. Okay. Hmm. Does that give me any opening here? It doesn't quite look like it. I mean, I was expecting to lose the knight immediately instead of just taking with a pawn. I guess he's trying to preserve his pawn structure maybe, but um now I'm wondering if I have some other thing I can do that's better. I'm not seeing anything. Like the temptation is to move this knight out of danger, like, but I'd rather protect my bishop, and I wonder if I could position something so that when he does take this, it fucks him or something. I'm not seeing it. Like, there's no safe. I'm just gonna do this, I think. Like I assume I was gonna lose this piece anyway. So if he has to use up 2 turns to take it, that's really good. I mean, and also now if he does take this, I'm taking this. And this is undefended, so I may just yet live to defend this knight. He should have just taken it with the pawn, with the pawn run. Dude, okay. I mean, sure, but let's see. I'm sure there's some kind of like tactical opportunity that's happening here and I'm not getting it, but it just feels like this knight should be able to do more than it's doing. So I mean, if I go here and he takes here, I'm just going to retreat with my knight, and I'll be up a piece. I could also take here to try to defend my bishop. Take here, and then this isn't even under attack anymore. He has to just take probably with his queen, and my bishop is still alive and can't really be attacked. So I guess it could be attacked with this. I'm just going to do it. I don't know. I was trying to think about like, well, that's an attacking piece. Do I really want to sack one of my attacking pieces? And blah blah blah. It's just like I don't know, dude. Like sometimes I think like I should just take. I'm up a piece, just take it. Okay, so this is. I would like to strengthen this one. I'm tempted to go here. I know I should probably be castling, but I don't. I don't want this. Although like going here really traps the bishop to some extent. It's just that he doesn't have a pawn that can attack it anymore, easily at least. But he could just like move his knight and then move the pawn forward, and then my bishop is like actually just trapped. So I don't think that's an especially good move. I think it's no, it's fine because if he ignores this, I just take here and then I have an open file. So oh, he just castles. Okay, I think I'm just gonna castle now. Maybe I should have taken that. Probably I didn't need to. Like if he takes now, then I just take. What's he doing with this? Fork here. Looks like it. So I would like to have my queen here. Therefore, I will take his hanging knight with my queen for free rather than overthinking it. Okay. Um, Now, what do I do? So I'm looking at rook lifting here, but the queen is right there, and I'm trying to think like, imagine my rook were already here. What would I do? Like, how am I going to get through here? I have this, which doesn't really do anything because it's like not enforced or anything. Um, I could pawn break with this pawn maybe. What does that really do though? I'm just trying to get my knight in. Like my knight can't get in because of all the pawns. I could do this maybe with the goal of what though? Like going here doesn't even look good. Going here isn't good. Hmm. I know I have this check, but it doesn't really set up anything, I don't think. I'm tempted to like go here and just try to pick up pawn off and get infiltrated and stuff, but and then like but I want to get my I think I need to get my rook in before I do that. Okay. I'm just gonna bring the rook in. I think it's good to do this, although I do run the risk of like disconnecting my rooks and getting in trouble, but I'm just looking at how is he ever gonna target my rook right now? Like it's just completely locked out. Okay, he attacks the bishop. This is actually a little bit bad. I should have just been taking this. I don't know why haven't I been taking this? I keep talking about it and I never took it. And now it's too late. Although, let me think. No, it's because even if I escape with this bishop now, he can just go here, and it's really annoying for me. So I think I just want to actually do this now. Like I'm gonna lose material. I could retreat to like a goofy square or something. I'm up material, but it's like a bad. Like I should have done this earlier. I didn't. This is a little bit precarious to me. Like I'm thinking of just doing this. Okay, I'm gonna just do it. I can't actually visualize the mating pattern or anything. Like he's got significant defense of the king. I really only have I have my bishop here, but this bishop's probably getting taken. What the fuck is he doing? Okay. So now I just force a queen trade, I think. Seems totally fine. Why not take the bishop? Like, what the fuck? This is a good queen trade, right? Yes. I mean, it would have been a lot worse if he hadn't um, let my bishop alive for no reason, but that's that's what he decided to do. Here, let's see. So if I go here, he cannot go here. He cannot go here. He cannot go here. He cannot go here. He cannot go here, but he can go here. I feel like that's not a good position for me, actually. I'm tempted to do this and just attack the rook or something. I'm not sure though. You're saying possible mate. Do you see a mate that I'm missing? I could also just attack like right now to try to get this rook like out of the way somehow, but I don't really see where that's going. I should just bring my other rook in, maybe. If I go here, he goes here, and then I bring my rook in. Is that better somehow? Yeah, it looks it looks like a puzzle. I'm getting low on time too. I know I need to bring my rook in. Like I'm just trying to think about how to get it. I know I'm gonna like this is gonna be really slow. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring my rook in. I don't like that check giving their king tempo to escape with. Bring the bishop to e2. Which what? Oh, like this. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's actually a nice move. I'm gonna commit to my rook lift now though, because I've already initiated it. Take, check, he has to react. He could move here. And then I would. Oh, I can't. What is this? This is in my way, man. I can't rook lift like this. Fuck. Yeah, I think e2 is a better line. So maybe I just go here now. Kind of sloppy shit here. Okay, he didn't see it. I want to start pushing pawns, I think. Like I'm technically up material, but I can't get my knight to do anything. That looks good, actually. I want to just start. Okay, he's going for there. Um, let's see. That doesn't feel like a real threat to me. I need to play fast, by the way. I hope I'm not underestimating that, but that just doesn't look like a real threat to me. The scariest thing is probably this. Okay, he saw that. It's fine. I just want to get my knight in. Probably go there. If I can just like poke some holes in this pawn wall, I should be able to easily win. So I'm not talking because I want to make sure I don't lose on time. This is a bit of a weird. I didn't really think this through too hard, but they can't trade now. I'm just trying to tie pieces up so I can jump around with my knight and push pawns. Was the idea. And then if he doesn't, okay, now I can just do this. I'm pretty bad at these pawn games, but I have a knight. It should just be like a win for me. My strategy is just going to be to focus on my knight and just pick all their pawns off whenever possible. And I should be able to just win like that, I would imagine. Oh, 84.7 accuracy, really? That's surprising. They don't like that move. So they wanted me to go for the... Don't understand it. All right. So you want to... Stride you want to play? You send me a challenge if you want. I mean, my opponent was like rated 520. It's not like it was exactly a fair matchup, but oh, you sent one? Uh, where do I see that? Am I just like dumb? Why can't I see this? Oh, there it is. I always get so confused with Advanced Karokan. So fucking confusing. I'm gonna check my notes real quick. Yeah, C6 to C5, which is what I did. And then I never wrote down what you do after that. And I don't actually know. Um, I mean, taking doesn't really seem great. Getting taken doesn't seem spectacular either. Developing, what am I developing? Just gonna try shit here. You always play Out of the Realm. Yeah, I mean, like I only know I only know that one opening is white. I don't really know the Caro-Kann. Like I just do the first few moves and then I have no idea what I'm doing. So it's always fun. I'm doing some weird shit here. I mean, I feel like I got myself into a stupid position and now I have to keep making stupid moves to get out of it. But just like by your rating, you're also not going to play optimally. So it's not like I'm going to get hyper punished by moving too many pawns or whatever. Like your development also kind of sucks. So I think it's okay to play like this. I'm not sure though. I mean, my development sucks more than yours does. But I feel like this is pretty good against the Caro-Kann. Well, you did a mainline thing. Like there's two main lines against it. You can do it take or advance. You did advance. And then after that I didn't know what to do. Well, I did the one move I knew what to do after the advance, but then you did a non-mainline thing, I think, and then I also did a non-mainline thing, and the opening is no longer relevant, basically. Okay. Let's see. Well, you pre-moved that, really? You think that was a good move? That you pre-moved it? Or did you just instantly click there? Hmm. Very interesting. I mean, that's what I wanted you to do. So we'll see what happens. It looked like you pre-moved it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to take that bishop, but yeah. Good game. Although it says I mean, I was down for like a move apparently. Oh no, you were up at the end, dude. It says, I guess that last move put you down again, but so advance is a book move. This is a book move. This is an acceptable move, but not a book move, I guess. This move was bad. Um, that move was bad. That move is bad. That move is also bad. I had a trick. Why'd you concede? You should have seen if I was gonna find the trick or not. Oh, dude, I just remember, yeah, David Serlin. I remember hearing about chess too, actually. I don't know what it was, but David Serlin is a very you were like way ahead from this position even after I castled. I didn't think it was that bad for me. I didn't think this was a good move, but oh, you requested a rematch. Okay, let me find it. Why is it making it so hard for me to find like these match requests? Like I don't see it anywhere. Like it's not just popping up or something. Oh, there it is. I had I used to play Kongai. That was like a good Sirloin game that I liked. It actually like did a really good job putting the fighting game elements into a turn-based game. It was pretty fun. And then I played one of his card games and I thought it was actually pretty good. But I just think like he's just it's like he got really into ST and he think I don't know, he's an interesting guy, I guess you could say. Okay. So you're doing a defense that I haven't really encountered very often. I'll just try to play solid if I can. Fantasy that was the what I didn't like about Fantasy Strike, like the I only got to play it a little bit. I played as the grappler character. Um but I didn't like that it used like regular cards. Like it still like every card was like a card from a deck of playing cards. I thought that was a stupid aspect of it that didn't really need to be there. Um but it when playing the grappler in that game, it felt like playing a grappler in a fighting game, and I'll give him credit for that, I guess. Make sure we're talking about the same game now. Oh, this is the fighting. No, I was talking about the card game. Like, was there was a card game of this too, though, right? I played this game one time on someone's laptop. Like, I played like the beta, and I didn't play it enough to have any real opinion of it. Like, I don't know what I think about it. Do these games affect our rating, by the way? Doesn't look like it. This is unrated. Okay, good. I didn't really want it to affect the rating. All right, so you go here. Hmm. Kongai was really fun though. I don't think you can play that anymore. Maybe you can. From 2008. Yeah, so back in 20, the last comment, 2015, somebody saying, I wish people still play this game. Okay, moving the queen out. Hmm. What do I think about that? I don't know. So my, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my take on when people move the queen out is I just want to tempo it. Like, just tempo it and punish them for bringing it out. Looks like I just got tempoed though. Okay. Yeah, I knew Flash died, but I was wondering if there was some like people had saved the game um somehow and put it somewhere else where you could still play it or whatever. I don't know. I'm fucked here, aren't I? But yeah, this knight move is terrible. Like the I was like, oh, if I move here, I'm defending here and attacking him here, and then he just goes here, and I'm like, oh shit. So that wasn't such a good plan. Let's see. I mean, I'm still okay. Like it's just that this knight doesn't really have a good place to go to. So I really shouldn't have made that move I did. Like this move was a real big blunder. I could have Oh wow, he's blocking the castle too. That's so annoying. Ooh, that was incredibly fucking stupid. All right. Probably I can resign now. Very annoying. Don't know. I was basically looking at, I just assumed it was defended for some reason, even though it wasn't. Don't really see a way out of this one now. Yeah. Man, that one move I made was such a blunder. Like, I'm guessing it's this move here. Yeah. Wait, was my move good? I just didn't follow it through correctly. So apparently my move was good, but I was supposed to just move a pawn up. But then you still just take my knight, don't you? Like what? Good game, by the way. Hold on. I'm so confused. So they're saying I should move my pawn up, which... Oh, because if you took the knight, then the queen would take you back. So actually my move was good, but I didn't have the right idea behind it or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's a cool tactic I didn't see, so. And then apparently you blundered here. This is a big blunder. Who knows? What, could I have trapped the queen or something here? You take, I take, yeah. Well, I mean, you played fine there. Like, you got, I don't know. It's not my style to bring the queen out like that, like to just attack with the queen so suddenly. But you managed to you managed to do it pretty safely. Although I had that, I mean, I had the tactic. Like, if I had that tactic, you were fucked, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't, you weren't fucked though. Like, the tactic just made it so you had to retreat with your queen, and I was up like one or whatever. Like, who cares? But I mean, you didn't blunder with your queen attacks, except for here. Apparently, it was a blunder. This is a blunder, yeah. But blundering after you're already up 5 points of material, I think is probably fine. I'm gonna play against another random person. Yeah, the queen attacks are always like, I, I don't like them. Like, I don't ever like to do that, but there's times when you should just do it, and it's really good. I enjoy trying to defend them too. Like, that thing I did was like an attempt to defend it that felt good, but I just like didn't when you made that move to, I think it was like to B4, I was like, oh shit, he got me, and I just like didn't try to look any harder than that. Just like, oh, he got me, I'm fucked. It was basically what I was thinking. All right, this feels like deja vu. What is it they wanted me to do this before I thought I couldn't do it and they wanted me to do it? I'm trying to remember what that was. Do I just do it? Because my normal move is this. I can't do that now. I'm gonna try this. I think because they didn't get their knight out, it's like, oh, you almost never use the queen, really? Oh, they played it wrong. I win for free. I almost never use my queen too, and it's like, well, not never, but like I wait until it's like safe to use it or whatever, you know? Like I waited till there's like a lot of material is down and I have a bunch of stuff reinforcing it or whatever, and like that's when I use the queen, but it's like doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't be more aggressive about it. All right. So I'm up a bunch of material. I'm tempted to just play that. Oh, this is pinned still. I need to deal with this. Um how do I want to deal with that? Just this, I guess. Then he goes back. It's like really annoying. I don't know what the best way to get. Maybe I just castle queenside because of that. Just like let him have it. Or just I could just move my queen up too. And then I could also still castle queenside, but like I don't really want to chase this all over the world here. F3. Okay, I'll try it. The thing with F3 is like I guess I can still castle on this side if I really wanted to. It's probably good. Yeah, and then they can't go here. That's yeah, I like that move. Okay. Now I want to go here, I think. Then this becomes hanging. Oh no, this isn't hanging. I can still go here. Just take knight to bishop. Where which hold on. Which knight though? Like how am I just you mean just block with it and then if they trade, okay. Yeah, I consider that move. Maybe that would have been better. Now I can't develop my knight, by the way. Yeah. So maybe that wasn't so good. Yeah, I think that probably is a better line. I did this just to make my triangle. Um, I'm gonna castle queenside, I think. This is kind of dumb. I'm moving into a pin. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. I'm tempted to just trade here. So it's going to castle first. Oh, the bishop is trapped. Holy shit. Yeah. Didn't even see. Well, not anymore, but yeah, that would have been good. I never know how to take advantage of that knight in the corner. It usually just ends up dying. But they do lose tempo on that a lot of the time. But yeah, that would have been good. I kind of want to. Yeah, I kind of just want to trade it off. But I could put it here and it would. Then it's just like blocking this queen rook combo. I could also put it here. Like this is attacking my rook kind of. I think I'm going to trade though. I'm getting low on time, by the way. Like that. I'm trying the pawn break here because their king is in the center. So I'm trying to get rid of this knight so that I can pawn break with this pawn. It's actually pretty annoying. You think I should just trade down? Yeah, it's something I don't do enough is just trade down with a material advantage. What I'm trying to do is go here to get another piece on there and then try to initiate the break. Just also because my knight's not in the game. Maybe get the knight in the game before I try the trade off or something. I'm not sure. What's your ELO, Julie or Yuli? I don't know how they pronounce it. That's a scary looking move. They need other pieces in there to do that though. So I kind of have been trading. Like I have been like that trade I made on the bishop over here or whatever. That was knowing that I was up material and stuff. But as far as like trying to trade everything down, I'm trying to leverage this this thing I have here. Okay, what are they doing now? They're lining up like some bullshit here, but I'm gonna initiate the pawn break now, I think. Oh, they've got another piece on that square now. So I have like no hope of breaking here, right? Like I have nothing looking at it effectively. But the idea is just to get this pawn off, but they don't have to anymore. So I don't know what to do. Trade here, maybe. Open their rook, unfortunately. Trade here. Oh, good night, man. I'm going to try this. Just trading, because I have 2 minutes. Like after the dust settles, I should have a queen and a rook lined up and they have a bunch of disjointed crap, is the idea. They took with they didn't open their file. Okay, cool. All right, now I should be able to break here. Not thinking too hard about this. I don't have much time. I'm conscious of the fact that if they take here, I don't think I have a lineup anymore. But they don't do it. Okay, sick. I guess I didn't factor in that their knight might move somewhere out of the way, which is a little bit annoying. It moves forward. Okay. Not expected. You are right. That's what they did. Yeah, I wish I had seen that coming. I'm just fucking, I don't even know. I'd have to play really fast now. My queen was hanging. Whoops. That was really dumb. There's no way I'm going to win this. I have 26 seconds. I just have to play super fast here. Ah, 1 with 1 second on the clock. What's your puzzle rating? So let me see what you said. I'm gonna look at that situation that I couldn't read the chat at that time. So look at that, dude. Whoa. Um, I mean, this isn't worth looking at. This is my blunder. This was the really big blunder, really. What? I mean, I was just hanging that pawn, right? Oh, this is when I hung my queen. Yeah, that's when I hung my queen. So they wanted me to block there. I was thinking if I block there, they're just going to take it and I'm going to be in the same spot. But actually, I could have just taken their bishop at that point with check. Yeah, you're right. And I did look at that. I was under such time pressure. I couldn't calculate it all. But pawn up, takes with bishop, queen takes. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah. So you saw that. And they blundered really bad here. And the rook, that was hanging. That was just a hanging rook that I didn't take. Cool. This move sucked apparently. Okay. This is just the end game though, whatever. Like my opponent didn't play that well at all. That's another thing, like at this ELO, like no one plays the end game well at all. Like I don't even think I'm good at the end game whatsoever. But apparently I'm better than other people at this ELO. I do have my puzzle rating is like 1100. So my puzzle rating is better than my, like that's probably why I do have some end game ability just because of the puzzles I've done, but your puzzle rating is only 520. Oh, you should try playing. It seems like you've got it down some, but you like the end games. I tried doing the end game training. It got kind of frustrating to me. Like I was a bit frustrated, but I've been I'm intending to like start drilling tactics a lot, like do like actual tactical training. There was let me see if I can find the video. Yeah, you should play them. Hmm. I'm gonna try to switch my YouTube account. I hope it doesn't fuck up the screen, the thing, but I have to check my other account to find this video. Yeah, I did do that, and that's kind of what I was doing in the end game. That's why I brought my king in and got my king behind those pawns. I was just gonna move them all up like that, but I was playing with no, I wasn't getting any time per move. I had like 10 seconds total, so I just was like, but this is hold on. This is a video I wanted to show. I wanted to look at this or talk about this. Where was there was a moment like early in the game or something where so this is a match I was watching him play, and I don't think you guys can hear the sound at all, and I can't figure out how to fix it. Like it's some stupid bullshit with OBS and Apple, but um, he's playing against this guy who's like rated like 850, and he gets in this position. Let me see. So basically, he sees this incredible tact. No, it doesn't work. Like there's some bug you add it in, and it just doesn't work because on Mac OS it just doesn't work. But you'll see it. You'll see. I'll tell you what he's saying. He said he's playing this guy, and he sees a tactic here, and he says this tactic is so good that if he does it, the game is just over. And he sees it, and he's like, I don't even want to do it because it's just going to end the game. But he's an IM and he's playing against some noob, so he ends up doing it anyway. But just the idea of tactics like in this kind of position that just looks totally innocuous, you have a tactic that just wins you the game. So like you can watch him do it. Like so the tactic only works if they take with their queen. But of course you're thinking like, well, like if you like, hey, you got a hanging pawn and I got tempo on your king, so you do it. Like any one of us would do it probably. And then this comes in with a check and it forks the queen. And it's just like, and then he goes, oh, it's not even that. It's not even the fork because they can just take. So they take, then you do this, and then you get a check, and then this is hanging. But basically, yeah, keen eye, but it's like pattern recognition is what they call it a lot, and you can train it. Like, so he just saw like it's just he sees this as like a pattern or something, and he's just like, oh yeah, I can do that thing, and you just win. And so I'm thinking of really drilling that kind of stuff so that I can start seeing stuff like, I mean, not at that level, but just if I can see any tactical opportunity, like at the level I'm at, the most basic tactic will just win you the game. Like that fork I do with the Jababa, that's just like a game winning blow every time. Oh, so you think solitary chess is a good way to train that? Yeah. Yeah, well, so I don't know, like I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to train it yet. I've been doing like puzzles, there's tactical training too, but there's like a thing you're supposed to do where you repeat puzzles a lot that you've already done until you just have them like totally memorized. So I might try to start doing some stuff like that, but I'm also conscious of like I do just have fun playing games, and um but it's like I have fun playing just games, but and I do want to get better, but I don't want to take like getting better to such an extent that I don't have fun anymore. Like I don't just want to be feeling like, oh, I just have to sit here and study tactics. I'm not allowed to play or do anything fun, and then I just burn out, and it's like I might as well have just kept playing because I was having fun playing. So I'm trying to strike a balance between that, but I have the feeling like my feeling right now is that openings don't matter all that much. If I just have good tactics, it won't. Like the thing with openings for me is I don't have like a lot of opening theory or anything. And obviously I'm going to get crushed by somebody who does have extensive opening theory. And that's a lot actually how I'm winning a lot of the time is I have that really basic opening theory for the Jabava London, and it gives me an edge against people. But um if I just had like any amount of tactics, my opponents, like I would just be winning. Like I would just be winning at this level. And so yeah, like for I always do, like people have critiqued me a lot for my YouTube videos sometimes, like, oh, dude, try just having fun. Like stop trying to stop trying to make everything into like a try hard or whatever. And it's for me, it's just like getting to a higher level means that I have um more fun. Like it's not fun to just like blunder your pieces cluelessly and not know how to play the end game. Like that's not fun. It's fun knowing how to do stuff. And like same thing with fighting games. Like it's not fun to not be able to do any combos. Like you got to be able to do. You got to have like a. To me, you have to have like a basic skill before it really starts to be fun. So it's not going to let you post URLs in here. You can. I don't know how you're going to send it to me. You can try though. I'll look it over. Then I'm going to end the stream. I'm pretty tired. I'm going to chill for a bit. Um, I wish I could get any of my family members to play chess. Like I can never get. My brother's like a really big into games, but I can never get him to play any games. He's just like we never want to play the same type of game. I try to convince him to play chess and he won't do it. I'll look at the game. Just how are you? Can you send me like a URL that doesn't look like a URL? And then I'll just like paste it and turn it into a URL. But yeah, one of my friends told me kind of what you're saying is that I should just learn end games really well. And then I should always just try to trade down as soon as I have any kind of advantage whatsoever. Um, and then you just know that everyone sucks at end games and you'll win because you practice end games and no one else does. So, oh, nice. Yeah, just discovered attacks are like so fun to do. It's like one of the, I rarely get them like set up properly, but sometimes you just like notice that you're just like, oh shit, I've got a discovered attack here. And it makes you feel like you're a genius. Yeah, it's really fun. This is like the third or fourth game I've won with like 1 second, where it's just like I actually don't think I have any chance of winning, but I just keep playing fast, and then eventually, like I'm like, oh shit, I have like 6 seconds. There's no way I'm winning this, and then boom, I just win somehow. Oh, you checkmated by castling. I was actually looking in a game where where somebody did that before. It's pretty awesome. It's like um it's like winning with a taunt. Like it's like using a taunt that does 1 damage in a fighting game and killing them or something. I can't remember what the England Gambit. I know I've seen the England Gambit before, but I don't remember what it is. I knew about castling, but when I yeah, when I first started watching chess videos, I was like watching a video and somebody captured en passant, and I was just like, I was like, it was like a YouTube video, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And I pressed back, or he was like, well, he's like, let me, I don't know, he had like, let me, he was like, the opponent goes here, and he's like, okay, well, I'm thinking about taking here, and I was thinking to myself like, wait, you can't take there, and then I thought somehow I thought his like client, I thought he had like pressed back or something, or like I thought he had like rewound or something and was referring to like a previous. I just was so confused, and then I just saw him go like this, and I pressed. I was like going back in the YouTube video. I'm just like, what the fuck? How is? And I was just so confused. Like I had never heard of that rule. Yeah, I mean, I think this gambit looks like cheese to me, just by nature of like, you know, it's like literally looks like cheese. Like you're gambiting on your first pawn, and I mean, yeah, it's like a special move. Like you're gambiting your first pawn, and I'm assuming there's an optimal response to it. But yeah, like if your opponent doesn't know how to beat it, it can just be a thing you do to win. I mean, the fork that I do in the Jabava London, I feel kind of annoying about that move because like it's just kind of, I'm just exploiting the fact that people don't know about it. Um, and it's just eventually it's just going to stop working. Like it's not going to be a way I win, and it might be artificially inflating my rating. Like I'm playing a game after winning their rook for free, like not for free, but close to free. So yeah, I mean, I should learn this in case it's done against me. Usually though, like if somebody played the England Gambit against me, I would just advance my pawn and I wouldn't take, because I always know, like whenever somebody does an obvious gambit, I just never take it because I know that they, at my level, I know that they really want me to take the gambit, and if I just decline it and they get some like small positional advantage, I'm just like whatever, they're not going to win with that. So, but yeah, en passant, I was trying to read about the history of chess because it was like really interesting to me how they decided like all the rules. Like I was especially interested like how did they decide about castling? And I think I read that before castling was a rule, you were allowed to jump your you were allowed to jump your king like over one piece or something. So you would have been able to do like, I don't know, say you would have been able to jump your king over like this, or or maybe you were able to jump over two, something like that. So they castling evolved from that, I guess. But it's just really interesting to me, like at what point do they say, yeah, let's make it so you could get your rook in too or whatever? It's just like how how did that get decided? And then en passant was because you know, they realized that it, I noticed this myself the last time I was playing. Like a lot of times I forget about en passant when I'm playing. But I was in a game and I had like, I don't remember the position, but I had a pawn like on this, you know, here, so that it was en passant. And they made a pawn move. And I remember thinking like, dude, that's bullshit. Like he shouldn't be able to get his pawn out that far. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'll just take en passant. But that's like kind of how the rule seems to make sense, is like you shouldn't be able to like just blitz out past this pawn. It just feels unfair. And that's how en passant, like that's how en passant makes sense to me now. Is like that just feels unfair. But yeah, I mean, I know there are non-cheese gambits, but like it's just the difference between the difference between the Queen's Gambit is like this is the Queen's Gambit, right? Yeah. This is like you're initiating the gambit on your second move, whereas like the England Gambit is your first move. And I mean the Queen's Gambit, like I always decline the Queen's Gambit anyway, but it's like it's a position. Yeah, it's not super cheese. I don't know. Evans Gambit. I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, I know I've probably seen it, but I'm so bad at visualizing stuff like this. Like I basically have to have a video where it's going to take me like 10 minutes to figure out what's happening. I gotta go though. I'll end up being here forever if I don't just leave. But yeah, like I don't really have time to explore a lot of gambits. Basically, I just do the same boring openings and try to play turtle style, like just like I like I do in fighting games. So, but I do need to learn those gambits to not get destroyed by them, I guess.